Welcome to finally another update on the motorhome build. It's been a few weeks since I did the last couple of bits of video. It's been a very few busy weeks, just trying to focus on getting my house sold. But house is sold, and that means that I've got now a limited time to finish the bus, and at least, or not necessarily finish it, but get it to a point where I can live in it. I've got to be out of my house now in about 4 weeks. So within 4 weeks we've got to go from this to something that I can at least sleep in and shower and shit in, eat in, cook in, drink water in, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so in order to get that done, I've also quit my job. Woohoo! Retired. Retired on no money, so that's kind of a daunting thing to have happened, but it had to happen. There was no way that I was going to get anywhere close to getting this bus finished if I was still working 5 days a week. So yeah, so for, I was able to get stuck into it this week. It's Thursday. I've been back into it full time now since Monday, so I have done a little bit of work off camera, but progress is really starting to kick on. First thing, exciting news. Floor. I'm no longer standing on chassis or steel box section or anything like that. I've got plywood sheets down that are now cut to shape, temporarily just held down with some tech screws or self-tapping screws. I didn't want to fix them down yet. They do have to be sealed down with a silicone or a Sikaflex product, and I'll show you that when we get to that section. So because I figure there's still a lot of work to be done under the bus. I've got to do build a battery tray for the solar battery. I've obviously got to put in my tanks, the 3 tanks that are going in, the freshwater tank, the grey water tank, and the black water tank, and all the plumbing, the hot water plumbing, cold water plumbing, and there's a lot of other components that have got to go underneath the floor, and I just figured it's probably going to be good for me to have access from the top down as well as the bottom up while I do that work. So that's the reason for that. But it's excellent to be able to finally have a floor, and also it gives you a better sense of the space that we're dealing with. So I'll pan the camera around and I'll show you the floor as it is at the moment, okay? So there we go, starting from the back, still a bit of a mess with tools. So we've got all our flooring in, gone around the wheel wells at the back there. I did make some slight adjustment to, I'm going to box these in, I decided, so I have tack welded in some framing around there for some more plywood paneling to go up against those, but you can see it comes all the way through to the front of the bus. Now the other thing I've started, you will have noticed in this video here, I've also started removing some of the interior. I got stuck into that this morning. So I started by taking the center row of lights out. I'm not going to be using those. They run off the original bus circuitry, which is 24 volt, and I'm going to be putting a 12 volt circuit in with some low voltage LEDs through there. I've also removed the speakers for the stereo. I'm not going to be using those. I'm going to be putting, I think at this stage, new paneling across the top. That's the plan, but being on a tight budget, things can change. What I wanted to get on video this morning though was for anybody out there who's doing the same sort of conversion on Mitsubishi Rosa of the same type or era. I think this one is a 2000 model, 2002. I think it's 2000 model. And you got to the point where you want to start stripping the interior, if that's what you want to do, and you're wondering how to do it. I just wanted to capture some of this on video. The panels down the side here, really simple. They're just single piece plastic panel, goes from front to back. It's all one piece. It's got some of your plastic studs. You just rip them out with like a stud removal tool or a screwdriver or whatever you want to do it with. Stud removal tool makes it really easy. Stud removal tool will make it really easy, something like that. Really cheap. I have had the advantage of spending the last 18 months working in a wrecking yard, so one of the big things I've had to do, and part of that job, is figuring out how to remove interior pieces from vehicles I've never seen before, so that has been an advantage. But it's not really that hard. But sometimes you're going to face some things where it takes a little bit of figuring out how to get things apart. It's taken me a while, I think, to figure out how this stuff comes off. I've started at the back, and I'll show you that now. Okay, so the first thing I did was remove the panel that goes over this here. Now, at the back here, this is the air conditioner evaporator unit, which is absolutely massive because it obviously has to feed an entire bus. And and I think this may be the cause of some moisture issues that I've got down the back here, because it has evaporation tubes or tubes that drain off the evaporative moisture that come down here, and originally the bus flooring around here was wet and soggy and crap. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to have to deal with that later. But getting back to removing the roof. So once you take this panel off, which is just a few screws, you're going to come across your roof panel here where it starts. Now there's a strip that goes across here, and I'll show you one up here. There's one there. There's a few of those down the line of the bus. Now, they hold these panels in, or the panels clip into them. They are just held in with plastic clips that go in holes along here. So get your tool in there like that and pry them out, and you will be able to pop them out. You'll probably break them. Well, I certainly broke them. So yeah, and the clips that go in there, I think, are like a bespoke clip. They're not something you're going to be able to get from your auto store. So that's no issue for me because I'm putting a different type of roofing on there. That's the plan anyway. Once you've got that off, you'll reveal that you've got screw. You'll see a screw there. So what that means is there's going to be screws above this panel all the way down that will hold this ducting piece in here, which is your air conditioning ducting that runs all the way down, for which I haven't thought of a solution yet. I'm going to wait as to what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until I've pulled it off. But what you'll also see here, there's a track in here that your roof panel now goes into. This is like a perforated plastic panel, so that'll actually pull out of there like that, and will reveal the screws that run down. So you're going to have to pull these panels out before you can get your ducting out. So it's a matter of start from the back, remove this strip, pull the panelling down as you work along. There's going to be studs along here and here, and you'll be able to pull these panel down. You'll get to this cross piece, you'll then be able to take that out, pull this panel off, take this cross piece off, and move all the way forward. Once you've done that, then there'll be a row of screws revealed along the top here. Take those out, and I'm expecting then that will pop out this way and lift out, or something of that nature. So there we go. So that's the progress thus far. There we go. There's a shot of the side there without the panel on the side. There was some foam insulation already in there from factory, which is this stuff. It's just a low density closed cell foam type shit. Not very efficient as an insulator. The stuff that I had, given that this bus has spent some part of its life in the Australian outback, it's completely full of bull dust. It just has about the consistency of talcum powder and gets into everything. So I'm going to have to do a bit of cleaning out of that stuff, and I'm going to be replacing all the insulation in through here with something that's a little bit more insulating. I also plan to do some rust proofing before any of that goes in, so I'm going to be spraying all these surfaces with fish oil. Another thing I discovered is I have possibly some sort of moisture issue or leakage from my window down here. You can see that discoloration there, so I'm going to have to look into that, because I'm thinking a little bit of effort spent on that now will save a lot of effort in the future replacing rust or fixing rust. So there we go, that's where we're at. I'll leave you there now. I'm going to get cracking on and get these roof panels and ducting off, go from there and make some more discoveries as I go and figure all this out, because it is just one big puzzle trying to figure out exactly how to do what I'm doing to achieve what I need to achieve. So thanks for watching. Please feel free to comment. Remember to like, subscribe, all that other YouTubey stuff. Yeah, this is the only place you'll find me. I'm not on Facebook or any of those things. Whether that changes in the future, I don't really know. But yeah, please comment, start a conversation, ask questions. you know, I'd encourage anyone else going through this same process to get online, start the conversation, start talking. We're going to learn a lot of things together. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.